How's it going, everybody? I want to do a quick video on the Pocket Dimension. I know I'm a little bit late to this show, but I got some thoughts, and I do see a lot of discourse still about some people struggling to get through this, wondering about minimum builds, certain nodes, certain approaches to take, and all that kind of stuff. So I want to share that with you guys, even though it's a couple days late. First things first, I really like this Pocket Dimension. I think the elephant in the room we got to talk about is how easy it is for people in the end game or the mid to end game. Like, this is my smaller account. It's not a baby account anymore, but it's 200 days in. I built my Illuminati team as high as I could because I'm going to use the 5-piece Illuminatis. I mean, maybe that's something we should jump into right away. Let's just show how good the 5-piece Illuminati is on Crucible offense, even without Captain Britain. So this was sent in from a friend, and it's the 5-piece Illuminati taking out the mercs for money with Nightcrawler, with Noir. Just none of the assists come in. We get to go first because we are faster than the Nightcrawler, and yeah, it just gets a little crazy. This is a really good use for them. I've also seen them being Superior 6 because Black Panther can actually land the damn ability block on the Green Goblin, so she's doing so much damage or so much charge clears that she is then stripping him of the charges and putting the ability block on him, which makes it easy. Well, not easy, makes it doable. The fact that this is working, to me alone, makes the 5-piece Illuminati, even without Captain Britain, worth building. And I'm not going to have Captain Britain on this account, but I'm still okay to build it up because I see how great this is. Now watch, the Black Panther ultimate there did so much damage to the Logan, and then Black Bolt comes in. Now you might be thinking like, hey, this is a Kraken on Kraken team. This is a Kraken Illuminati. I don't want to bury the lead there. That is not like a free-to-play level Black Panther Shuri. I believe she's 7 red or 6 red, and so is Hank. But another thing I would like to point to is we're getting Yellow Stars a lot faster. I think because Captain Britain looks like he's going to be paid well for the next legendary character, I think that Shuri and Hank Pym shards will probably follow the same suit as the other characters have. And I just look at a time. My Cosmic Ghost Rider is done. My Star Brand is done. I think that's kind of crazy, right? But yeah, so I built him up because I see use in Crucible. I see use in the next legendary character, and let's oh my god, for people who don't want to build a Illuminati for this, you're gonna have to build him up if you want to have any sort of place in the game. And I'm not trying to shill for Scopely or the terrible Captain Britain decision. This is absence any sort of unlock Captain Britain talk, anything like that. The other 5 Illuminati characters are worth building because they're getting Crucible and because of the next legendary character. We're going to use Old Man Logan later in this video. And there's going to be inevitably people in the comments like, I don't have Old Man Logan. Who should I use instead? And of course, I'll answer those people. The legendary bar has been raised so high from Old Man Logan and what Old Man Logan does. Everybody's using him in all PvE content. He was crucial in beating Mephisto if you didn't, or yeah, beating stage 5, 50 of the Sword Satellite if you didn't have Mephisto. Just an absolutely insane, beastly character, right? And then we just recently got messaging about the next godly, beastly character, and I do mean godly literally, Ares, and how they're going to be doing a giant stat change. If you go on to the website, we're going to do a different video talking about this. Ares stats are stupid. They're stupid. Yeah. Imagine stupid stats with what Old Man Logan does kit-wise. Like, that could be the next legendary that we're looking at. Like, don't shoot yourself in the foot and miss the next legendary. Now, will there be a loophole to try and recruit the next legendary the same way there was Old Man Logan? Hopefully. Maybe not. The first node of the next legendary event might be the Illuminati node so they can close that loop. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll talk more in a little bit. I want to talk about this Swarm node real quick because this is a node some people are struggling with. As far as minimum builds go for your 3-piece reworked Illuminati team, if you haven't already unlocked Shuri, I know a lot of people have. Minimum builds, it looks like gear tier 15 across the board, but anything else you can put into Black Bolt is absolutely essential. Black Bolt's damage is bonkers. Anyone who said Black Bolt's damage is underwhelming, they haven't got offense up on their Black Bolt before they do the ult, which is what you're going to see here. Or they haven't seen that damage when it comes to like Crucible. I know. It's not the Black Bolt of old. It's not the Black Bolt that we want, but it's the Black Bolt we got, and he's still very, very good. Any extra love you put into him for this mode is going to help you tremendously, as you're going to see when we hit this next wave. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to stall out, get that offense down off of Black Bolt. If he does his basic into a character, he can actually flip it. So let's see if he does it here. He flips it there. He doesn't need slow on the enemy anymore. He's just his basic. It's just what the rework does. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to make sure that the last enemy dies. Black Bolt has full speed bar. Swarms drop in. Black Bolt has offense up. He's got ult. And we say goodbye. We could have done the special there if we wanted to. Since it like can't be dodged, we would have killed a bunch of them. So as long as you have a Black Bolt ability available and you have the offense up on him, you should be able to get through that wave. And then there's this wave. They come in. They're super juiced to the gills. Just let yourself die. That's another thing about this mode, which is like, well, you know, at the minimum build, I'm going to need to do a bunch of heals. Should I really, like, should I bother building them for this event, or should I wait for the legendary character to come out? No, you should build them. Because you will get through this event. They let us keep all the heals from the last Pocket Dimension. I had 6,000 heals. I got through this. I think I healed twice on the first run, two or three times on the first run. It stays at 50. And then I healed once on the second run because I unlocked Shuri from the orbs that it gives. And I was like, all right, well, I'll bring Shuri in too. And then I just, Cabal doesn't lose. These guys don't lose. Once again, though, I don't have them at the minimum build. This is not, you're not looking at, you know, Gear Tier 15 Iron Man or Hank Pym here, or sorry, Iron Man or Mr. Fantastic. I have them at level 95 Gear Tier 18 because that's how much I value Crucible. Even on the baby account, I use them in the most fun way possible on the last day of Crucible this week on the baby account. So I believe in the 5-piece non-Captain Britain version as a unit. And then on the second round, I had Shuri, and I used 0 heals there. One thing you can do that'll help out a lot is going to be to change some healer ISOs. I think that's what I end up doing here. I back out, I go, and I switch Iron Man, Black Bolt, and Mr. Fantastic all to healer. On the second run, I put Black Bolt back to a Raider, and then I just did Iron Man and Mr. Fantastic as healers. We were able to get through it with that, which is not so bad, right? The rewards. So I'm talking like, should you build them for this mode? Yeah, you should. The rewards are pretty good. The rewards, I would say, are pretty mid-game oriented, like mid to late game. I know a lot of endgame players are like, the rewards were kind of mid beside the 3 Diamond Mr. Fantastic. That's a really nice reward. Mr. Fantastic, even if you have Captain Britain, he's on that team. He is so good. So good. He does so much damage to that ultimate, too. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, besides the Mr. Fantastic, there's a couple Crimson unique pieces, or not unique, but yeah, no, they are the unique pieces, just not the mini unique pieces. They're okay, but it's nothing like crazy. It's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna beat all of Dark Dimension 7 now because of it. What I found was a lot of the reward base was training materials, which is great for people who are trying to play catch up. We get so much gold, we can't really get enough training materials to go along with it. And lots of ISO crystals. This event almost felt like a celebration about the Apocalypse restructuring of his unlock. Same with the Sword Satellite. We got so much blue ions and blue crystals from this. I do think it's going to push a lot of people who might not have gotten the Apocalypse unlock right away to get it. And I think that's really good. I wish Scopely would maybe like put that messaging out there if that was intended, because maybe it wasn't intended at all, and that's not great, right? But that was my takeaway from it. Oh, this node here. This is a Cabal node that's new. This is why I included it in like the regular speed option. I didn't even know that it was a legendary section. It auto-filled my Black Bolt and my Green Goblin because they're the highest ones I had built. Don't use your Black Bolt here. If you have Old Man Logan, throw Old Man Logan at it. I'm going to use Old Man Logan in the Legendary plus Illuminati version, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. If you don't have Old Man Logan, we talked about this a second ago, Green Goblin Classic and Doc Ock are your friends. They'll keep you nice and healthy, do lots of turn meter rewind, lots of good stuff there. You could, of course, also use Black Cat if you have her built up. She's a fast character with a trauma stun, which is very, very good. Lots of legendary characters would be good here, but I would definitely prefer Old Man Logan with Green Goblin, if not Green Goblin with Dr. Octopus. So the rewards weren't really great for Endgame, but that wasn't the only thing that wasn't really great for Endgame. The content was kind of lacking for the Endgame too. The difficulty was a little bit weak, right? We'll play this Captain Britain part here too, because I know a lot of people are struggling with that. You shouldn't really struggle with the Cabal section because they made it kind of meaningless, except for these last 2 nodes, which are new. What I will say is what you're going to want to do is finish the first wave in such a fashion that your Cabal members and Apocalypse already have speed up, and it's their turn. Now, if you don't have Skrull, you don't have Apocalypse, that's not a problem for this node. You don't need these guys. Your Cabal characters, perfectly fine on their own. Throw Kestrel in there, throw Doom Dorm, whatever the case may be. You still just want to finish this first wave in such a fashion that it's either your Iron Patriot, your Namor, or your leader, or all of them, a few of them, hopefully, are like right about to take their turn. Now, you see, they all have speed up before the Black Panther spawns in, so they keep their speed up. It's their turn. I left some of their cooldowns up, so I immediately get to control the Captain Britain. I immediately use the ultimate that doesn't rewind anybody because Captain Britain existed, but Namor absolutely crushes. Even on the free-to-play account, you should be able to get your... even on like an earlier account, you should be able to get your Namor super high on the star levels, and he's that guy when it comes to Crucible damage, so building him up is definitely well worth it. But that was the last kind of Cabal node. Just wanted to show that. I guess the last node technically is. But this was great. And then you see some Starband rewards with those ions and the training materials that I was talking about. So why was it so much easier compared to, say, the first iteration of the Pocket Dimension we got when I believe we were going for, was it Ghost Spider Shard? Ghost Spider Diamonds? I forget what it was. Regardless, the very first version we got, I think that's what they intended. They just made a huge disastrous error when it came to the Quicksilver node, which, by the way, they memed on it. It looks like they were kind of laughing at themselves. On that node, they threw 6 more Quicksilvers at us that you just one-shot back to back. I think that was cute. That was funny. I like it when people can laugh at themselves. So I celebrate that for sure. But besides that, the enemies were super healthy. They had extra modifiers. Oh, this is important. For the Void Knight, for the Hive Mind wave that happens here, just make sure you kill Carnage. See how weak he was? You can kill Carnage, then you can let yourself die and come back and clean it up after that. Just make sure you kill that Carnage. Preferably more. Once again, if I could have just let my Black Bolt kind of get that offense up flip, if I had slow played that first wave a little bit better, and then maybe I did the special on the Goblin and killed a bunch of people with it there, that would be helpful. This is another reason why kind of Black Bolt is the king of the 3 reworked characters as far as this mode goes. Mr. Fantastic will be the king everywhere else. Where was I? Yes, the Temporal Dimension. The enemies in the first version of the Temporal Dimension had cool damage modifiers that basically was like, hey, I don't care how good your Cabal team is. I don't care how stacked you are. You can easily lose this node. Which is annoying because it feels like they're cheating, but also they're giving you thousands and thousands and thousands of healing. So I think these Temporal Dimensions, it's also because they communicate that, right? I think they're supposed to be really hard and really fun. I think we're supposed to be scraping by and getting our second run done on day 4, maybe day 5, with the amount of heals they're giving us, with like playing it out, which would be really cool. But that didn't happen in the last Pocket Dimension because they, for lack of a better or lack of a nicer word, they fucked up that Quicksilver node. So then they kind of made it trivial, and everything was just like, hey, get in there and auto with a Gear Tier 15 Cabal team and you're done. The same thing happened here. Another big oopsie doopsie. All right. They wanted us to use 5 Illuminati members. That's a paywall. They already got a huge backlash from the last paywall, right? The Captain Britain paywall. It's a good thing we did the backlash. It's a good thing that they then restructured it for the 3 Illuminati characters. And it's a good thing they went and they reworked all the nodes for the Illuminati characters so that they could actually do it. Because looking at what the last Temporal Dimension was, looking at some of the waves we have here, like these guys right here, like the Black Order we're about to see, like the Superior 6 we saw earlier, if they were stat-based and kind of had more of their allies and it was meant for five Illuminati members, I don't think we'd get through it with the 3 reworks. So it's a good thing they did that. But it trivialized the difficulty to the point where like a Gear Tier 15 characters can get through, which is good. I like that. But I also like challenges. I like PvE challenges because I think that that's something that's really lacking for the super engaged players that can't really measure up their wallets against somebody else. They measure up against the PvE challenges. I don't expect the next Temporal Dimension to be this easy. I don't expect it to be completable with Gear Tier 15 characters. And I hope to God the bosses over at the Marvel Strike Force department in Scopely are listening. You need to do better. On these pop-up modes, I was saying in a different video, like these pop-up modes, they're the lifeblood. of Marvel Strike Force, of the veteran players that really, really enjoy your game and they really, really stick with your game. These modes can't be getting foobarred every single time. We cannot be having an autoplay. Again, I'm happy people are going to come in here and soar through these rewards, but there's got to be a little bit of fun with the autoplay, right? Or sorry, without the autoplay. And yeah, I just hope it's not setting a bad expectation for people going forward. Regardless, it is what it is. We're getting through it. Let's talk about this node, because I know this one was a little tricky for people too. This is the Undying Black Order node. Once again, kind of like the Hive Mind, take out a pivotal member. So for Hive Mind, it's Carnage. For Black Order, it's literally anybody. So if I had waited for my Black Bolt to be able to take a turn, and maybe I have the ultimate available, this would happen on the second run, or if I can get him offense up. Looks like he has disrupt, but the other guys have offense down. Not sure if that happened before or after. And then Black Bolt, if he kills even one person, then on the next hit, the Thanos will not be empowered. So that's kind of what happened here. I don't know if I do the special or the ultimate. Looks like I go for the special, and that is going to kill the Corvus. I let myself die, because once again, we have 6,000 heals. That doesn't mean you should be spamming your heals to get through a run in 24 hours, by the way, because then you might screw yourself for the next one. The heals do take longer, or sorry, they do cost more as you heal multiple times. I think I healed up 3 times on the first run, and then it started costing more. So what I would say is kind of pace your heals a little bit. Maybe use 1,000 heals tops per day, so you can kind of keep spending them that way. But yeah, you're going to get through this if you have them at Gear Tier 15 with maybe a little bit extra love and Black Bolt. And of course, you'll need a similar build for your Cabal members. As far as the Mythic members go, not everyone's going to have Apocalypse, not everyone's going to have Skrull. I think the Cabal section you could easily get through without either Apocalypse or Skrull. For the Illuminati section, I mean, that's a little bit of a different conversation, but you might be okay still. And oh, hey, if you get Shuri or Hank Pym unlocked during this event, build them up and throw them in with your other Illuminati members, and you'll wax everything in here, which is really, really cool. All right, let's move forward a little bit. I know there's some problematic nodes I just want to give a quick touch on. Oh, this was the legendary Illuminati. This was a joke, right? The second you have Old Man Logan, you're going to wreck through it. I just want to restate this again, please, for the love of God. If you are just skipping this event entirely, please at least save some resources for when the next legendary event comes out. Because if we do have to build Illuminati to get the next legendary character, and he is Old Man Logan style with Ares stats, like that is account ruining if you don't have that. I just don't want to see that happen to people, because there's so many people that jump in the comments like, I don't have Old Man Logan, what should I do? Once again, you should use Zakok instead of Old Man Logan in this situation, but I just don't want people to fall into that category moving forward. And hopefully Old Man Logan will be back in a few weeks, is what I would hope. Anyway, this is then the Mythic Illuminati node, right? The Mythic Illuminati node is a little bit different. Now, we come in here, and so if you have Skrull and Apocalypse, it's easy. It is. Don't use your cooldowns with your Skrull. Save them. Canadians are a joke. I can say that because I am Canadian, and because Scopely has hurt my feelings by making the team that was supposed to celebrate Canada absolute trash. Save your cooldowns. Try it again. Walk into the next wave in such a manner that your Skrull or Apocalypse is about to take a turn. Unfortunately, the old school Illuminati, they are not the same as the Cabal team, right? So see there, I back out because Black Bolt didn't have energy. I move the Iron Man so that I can get energy to the Black Bolt so that he get ult. I do the same thing as I did before. I use basics to get through it, and then when the next wave drops in, I'm going to have my cooldowns ready, and I'm going to drop absolute megatons on the enemy. I would be concerned here. Yeah, so I would be concerned here if you don't have Apocalypse and Skrull for this. But no, you can't really do Doom here, can you? Because the stuff. It would have to be like a dorm comp, and you'd have to whittle it down. Like, it would be yucky on this node. You'd probably end up using a lot of heals on this node if you don't have Apocalypse. But if you do have Apocalypse, then I think you would get through this without too much headache. What I would suggest in that case is you try and kill that Iron Patriot as fast as you can. So on the next hit, your Apocalypse will be able to get that speed bar. I'm actually not sure in Temporal Dimension if he gets his cooldowns renewed the same way he does in Dark Dimension. Be something I'd be interested in knowing in the comment section below. But this node, I think, would be the absolute hardest for people who don't have Skrull and Apocalypse. Very easy for people who do have Skrull and Apocalypse. And that'll lead us to the final node, another meme node. So if you don't have Hank and you don't have Shuri, Cabal is such a better team. They just are. Hell, if you do have Hank, if you do have Shuri, Cabal, still such a better team. The speed up that they get basically on every single turn, all the damage, all the triple taps, everything they do is fantastic. This is another meme node they threw at us. This is 36 enemies, all of which are just very easily one-shot. It's just a bunch of Peggies and Captain Americas. You see I'm going through the stats, being like, what the hell's going on here? You get a random Black Panther 1 million. I was like, oh, that's cool, but still kind of useless. We get a out of time node, but once again, I get the flip here. I'm not sure why Thanos would get the flip there, but once again, you just tunnel out that Black Knight and away you go. And then I think the final stretch is going to be Dorm plus 4 other people that are going to spawn in after him. Now this Dorm is broken. Surprise! Don't kill this Dorm. I'm not sure if it is going to be fixed by the time this video gets out. Don't kill that Dorm as best you can. Kill everybody else except Dorm first, otherwise the game bugs out. So you see, like, I'm like, oh crap, I gotta hit him here. And then switch right to Emma as soon as she drops in. I think the last one is Old Man Logan. The first time I did this, I was a little concerned that they weren't coming out fast enough. The second time I did this, like all 4 of them dropped out at the same time, and I just murdered them right away. And that's going to be it for Pocket Dimension. So we do get some nice rewards. I guess we're going to see the first time rewards here. I don't even know what the first time rewards are. Once you get through this Dorm, it's not that bad. It's just kind of, it's playing chicken with him. You're letting him do his abilities while you're just kind of taking out everybody else around him. So these are the first time rewards here. So we get that 7 red stars. You see, it's a good amount of ions, so you can go buy some crystals. We do get some Crimson Uniques, 7 red star. Mr. Fantastic becomes a 3 diamond on the second run. 2 million gold. This is not a lot of ions. I thought it was a lot more than that, but I guess it becomes more. And then some diamonds. My second round of diamonds, I got absolute garbage. My first round of diamonds, let's see if I do it here. I think I build up Scroll right away because all the trade materials right there. Look at that guy. I got myself a nice 3 diamond noir. That alone made the event feel really good to me. The 3 diamond Mr. Fantastic felt great. I got a 2 diamond hard light who have now built up because of that. I think this event was pretty successful, except for the difficulty level. So I think it's great. People can get through it. Once again, the minimum build would be Gear Tier 15 on the 3 reworked Illuminati members. Same with the Cabal. Hopefully a little bit more love into your name, more into your Black Bolt will go a long way. If you could take more than the 3 Illuminati, because you'll unlock Shuri, you'll unlock Hank, do that for sure. It'll trivialize the event for you, which I think is cool. And hopefully next time, they're not going to try and greed out and have to backpedal, and then they're not going to have to neuter the mode, but it'll still be doable. We're just going to have to, you know, build a little bit higher for it, which is fine because we're going to want to build higher for the legendary event. We'll build higher for the actual use of the mode, and we'll go from there. Hey, maybe I'm off base. Maybe you guys are just happy it's super easy. Free rewards are free rewards, which is great. I kind of like to play the game at the same time, though. Let me know your feelings in the comment section below. I'm going to now do a video on DD6 for the mid-game, on Apocalypse for the mid-game, and then we'll have some gameplay videos coming out, and a lot of fun information is going to start coming out about the Annihilators in the near future, which I think is really cool. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, stay happy, healthy, have fun. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.